There it is. Start of the walk. Come here. Wait. 84 miles from this point. I'm here with my number one favourite girl.
You mean me?
Number one favourite girl here. See? Aww. Are we ready? Are we ready for this? Big walk. My joint number one favourite girl. Orla the cat couldn't make it, I'm afraid. So Becky is coming instead. You ready, pup? She's not. Ready for bed? She is. But
No.
that's not the sunrise, that's the sunset. Because we're starting tomorrow. We are underway. Day one. Technically two. Like 14 miles. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Nice and cloudy. Expecting some cows, which we'll deal with as we get there. Yeah, on to Carlisle. Alright, first cow challenge. This is on the main stretch. A long never-ending road. And we have a lot of free roaming cows. Mixed in with sheep. No calves that I can see. She's feeling well. Good girl, good girl. Come on, cow. Come up. Outside. Good cow. Good girly, Rox. Good girly. And here we go again. Being intently watched from all angles. Hi, cows. You be good. Yeah, that one is sniffing. Come on, cows. That one's following us. Leave. Come on then. Come on, cows. Come down here. Whoosh. Come up. Roxie. Slow down. Come up. Leave. You stay. You stay. Oh no, I see it. Good girl. Come on, cows. Stay there. Go on. Yeah, they've not got a dog yet. Good cows. Good girl, Roxie. Good girl. Roxie. Halfway through day one. You stay still. Still full of energy, as you can see. Got past all the cows for now. Just sat at the Greyhound Inn, which doesn't open till 12, and it is
8:44.
8:45, so no pub unfortunately, but if you're walking a bit later then stop in. What? Are we done in? Are we done in? No, we've still got another half to go. About another 7 miles. Weather's still nice, no dodgy stiles, a couple of skinny gates. If you've got a fat dog, you're in trouble. But other than that, we're good, aren't we? We're good. Another cow field. Luckily, mostly over that side. Come on, let's go. Besides, these two stood right here, but they're not paying any attention. Should be able to keep a wide berth and move around them. Come on, cows. Just passing through. just got to Beaumont, I think. Lovely tree with a bench. What are you doing? You can't sit down with the dog, she just starts rolling around. There's a lovely little snack shed over there. Do all kinds, ice creams, drinks, hot food. Roxie's having a nice rest. Tiny little puddle left. Big enough for Roxie to have a little swim. Good girl. Get the edge off this heat. This is just after Beaumont. So exiting this farmer's field. I've been getting a bit annoyed at people cutting this corner. So you're meant to walk all the way up to the edge, to the concrete, where it's stoned, where the signs are, and then hard right, come, along the pavement, whoosh, and then through the gate. Go on, through,
Max.
go. Good girl. And then down this little path by the side of his farm. I think. So we're just by the edge of Carlisle. I think this is the River Eden. And we may be able to get down to the edge. Ooh. Oh, she's going regardless. Roxie doesn't care. Looks like I'm going. Ooh. There we go. So, if you're willing to make that little hop, you can go have a swim. To be honest, if you're alright letting your dog off, just let him go. There we go, good girl. Ah, good. Coming down this little bit again, outskirts of Carlisle. Looks like we can get down to the river again, and because it is roasting, bit of a drop. Ooh, good girl. Roxie, wait! Wait! Oh, don't. Let's just run off to get to the water as fast as possible. Looks like fairly fast flowing, but this way. Should be good to go have a little paddle again. Be careful. Come on. Go on, swim. Good girl. That looks nice. Oh, there we go. He's off. Going this way. Good girlie. There we go. Nice and cool now. It looks like under. No, we're not going down that one. Under this massive bridge, you can definitely get to the water's edge there as well, but we're going to carry on this time. She's already dunked twice. Went out under this big double bridge, train bridge. I got a really nice little river shore. We're going to go for another dip. Should be the final dip because we're close to Carlisle now. Way less than a mile left. Final little swim, cool down. Roxie, you raring to go? Raring to go. Day two, leaving Carlisle. This way. Leaving Carlisle at 5 AM. It's just nice and quiet this time. Come on. Definitely didn't get enough sleep. It doesn't help having a nap in the middle of the day, but that's probably going to end up a theme. And then there was a wedding going on till late. That was absolutely banging music, so. But yeah, long day today, probably one of the hardest for us. It's like 17 miles with our full backpacks and hers. Come on. Spin round here, she was this. So yeah, a bit of a recap I guess. We because we haven't actually gone over what we did yesterday. We the whole premise of yesterday was just to get from Port Carlisle, stay there on the first night. Oh. So we drove to Port Carlisle and then just had a little walk down to Bowness-on-Solway the night before, and then got up first thing and went from Port Carlisle to Carlisle, and then got on the bus, went back to Port Carlisle, saw a lot of the people walking that route that I'd seen already while we walked it. Come on, this way. And then picked up the car, drove back to Carlisle. Saw a couple of the other people we passed on the way. And then yeah, stayed in the Crown and Mitre in Carlisle City Centre, which is dog friendly, and yeah, it's alright. Besides the wedding going on. And then in Port Carlisle we stayed in the Hope and Anchor, which is just is that what it's called? Yeah. Which is just a little B&B, it's an old pub, but there's no drinking or, well, there's no bar or restaurant. Very thin walls as well. A little bit dated, but it's a nice little place on the coast. So. And then, yeah, today we power on. Also went to the Bordeaux Lounge in Carlisle, which is a chain, but it was really nice, dog friendly. And it really was dog friendly, wasn't it? It was like every staff member was making a fuss of her. And yeah, so you can order at the table, you can sit outside and order straight from your phone. It's dead handy. Good girl. So today we push on to Coombe Crag farm, which is just past Lanarcost. And yeah, bags are heavy. Got some wild deer in this park. Roxie hasn't spotted yet, thankfully. No, I don't think Roxie's ever met an alpaca. An alpaca? It's not a llama, is it? No. Weird sheep. Cool hair though. You're not sure, are you? Let's make an angle down to it. Let's not get spat at. Come, even. It's little buck teeth. One of the few things we're carrying that we probably could not carry are these chairs, but they're so good. Like, you can probably do without a chair, but you know, when you've been walking all day, you just want to sit down, especially when you're at the campsite. It's so nice. Plus, they're only like £1.5 kilos. They are a bit expensive, like the Aussie gear chairs, and yeah, fully metal but telescopic, so there's no faffing. You literally just get them out, pull the legs out and sit down, and then yeah, pop them back away. Yeah, they've been very handy on a couple of trips. We're just at the Bleatarn campsite, or next to it anyway. It seems to be the first kind of signs of the war. Roxie's eating a sausage. A well-deserved sausage. A little bit jealous. We are 7 miles down, 10 to go. Sun's coming out, getting a bit warm, which is a little annoying. I think this section's actually the first bit of the wall, where you can see the slopes either side. But no actual wall left, just a mound in a big field. Apparently that's where they quarried a lot of the stone in those big holes. Yeah, just on this stretch is a cow field, but they're currently all huddled over in the corner over there, so no drama. Leave them. He just doesn't even know what to do there. Are there any rocks? Your sheepy friends? Yeah, good girl. Another field full of cows, but they're currently all chilling. Oh, no one's standing up. Someone has just walked through it with a dog, so hopefully they're not bothered. You got a horsey. Leave it. Come on. Hi, horsey. Yep, on the back. Look at pretty horsies. I've met lots of horsies before. Yeah, man. This way. Oh, just this little bridge that crosses this river. I think it's just after Newtown, if you did the Newtown snack shed, which was great, by the way. Definitely stop in there. You can just about get down that slope and have a little bit of a swim. So we bought a second harness just so she could not soak a carry-all one. Enjoying that? Yeah. Getting a little bit warm today. Even though we left at up at 4, left at 5. Still a little bit behind pace, but yeah, still not too bad. Still only 11:15. It's just the cloud cover's gone, so but at least she's had a swim. Just in Lanarkos tea rooms with the sleepy pupper. Absolutely shattered. But it's nice in a dog-friendly room, indoors, seating outside. Loads of food and drink options. And yeah, mainly just hiding from the sun for a little bit and riding it out till the afternoon. Just having a good nap. Actually found the wall. We may have missed a tiny bit before this one by detouring off to Lanarkos Priory and coming round, but the wall is here. We have found it. We can now go home. We're right at the end of day 2 at Lanarkos, and we've hit our first awkward stile, although Roxie looks like she's just going to go for it. You go in? Good girl, go on, good girl. Go on, you can do it. Oh, very good. You get down the other side. Huh?
Get out into the road.
Yeah, go on. Alright, just dive out. Go on. This way. So we made it to Coombe Crag Farm, which is a little campsite. There's a toilet, there's an honesty shed, there's running water, there's no showers, but it's pretty cheap, it's dog friendly, it's a reasonable size. We are the only people here, so that's nice. Don't have to worry about anyone else knocking around tonight. And yeah, we're all set up. I'm trying to relax. There's Roxie. Refusing to go and sleep in the tent when she definitely should be. Decided that Roxie probably needs a bit more food. She might not, but I don't know. I feel like the amount we've eaten, she might want a bit more today after the long walk yesterday. So just bought some free range eggs from the snack shop at Coombe Crag Farm. A little bit of milk out the fridge. And, just trying to whip up some scrambled egg for her, which It's kind of working. A little bit burnt, but I don't think she'll mind. We're getting there. Better enjoy this. It's ignoring me. Oop! All packed up. This is day 3 now at Coombe's Crag farm onto Winshields. So I'll be going through Gillsland, but I don't think anywhere will be open at this time anyway. A little bit of a lie-in today, so it's like 8:30 in the morning. It's meant to be fairly cloudy, so we've kind of risked not being burnt to a crisp by midday, but it's only like just under 12 miles this one. A load of sheep huffing at me. There we go. Bye-bye, sheeps. Yeah, fairly hilly one though, so at least it is about halfway in. So hopefully power through the first like 6 miles and then have a rest and then battle the hills. And then we've got a rest day tomorrow. Just going to chill and go into the nearby town, so that will be welcomed because we're only a few steps in and my legs are already tired. But we push on further. So another sty. That's going to be an awkward one because she's not climbing that herself, I don't think. So I assume this means cross here and then go left here. Are you going to do this?
Going?
You figure it out? Go on, good girl. Go on, ready? This one, look, here. Ready, go. Come on, up here. Ready? Go. Good girl. Go on then. Good girl. Go on then. Bit of help. I'm just going to sit on the top. Hi.
Go and get down, Rox.
Come on in. Let's go. Oh dear. You know the stairs there, Roxie could have gone down. Just launched herself off instead. Oh well, made one. Becky's just had the realisation that she could have just been the support vehicle after we've met this guy twice now who is just driving ahead and meeting his wife all the time, and she's realised that she could have also done that and just driven to each campsite and set it up and just sat there chilling, waiting for me and the dog. But you know, we're nearly halfway across the country now, so too late for that. Maybe next time. This is, I think this was called Willowsford Crossing. That's where we're going down, is it? It's not the best place for me, Rox. This way! This bridge is apparently where the original, or a original crossing was. Not much left of it besides the base of it over there. But, nice shallow bank for the dog. Are you going? You had enough? You want one more? Oh, where are you going? This is very ankle snapping around here, especially when you've got a 20 kilo bag on your back. So be careful if you come in. Someone's got the zoomies now she's been in the water. You're not getting your ball out. Wait! And then lead. This section. No, way too much now. This section's like, there's so much water. I can see why people say it's more interesting than the first lot. Well, the first lot's nice still. It's more just countryside. Come on, you got it! You got it! Good girl. Have I got it? Kissing gates are more awkward for me, I think, with this bag on than they are for her. Roxie, reverse. Good girl. What's in there? What's in that one? Rox, what's in this one? This way. Come back. You're silly. Go on then. Just got into Gillsland, and there's the House of Meg, which is a nice little cafe. We didn't think it was going to be open, but we're running a bit late, so it is. So full English, and yeah, jack potatoes, loads of breakfast stuff. Not allowed the dogs inside, but nice seating area out the back here. Yeah, recommended. Big lattes as well. Good. There's a mad little valley with sheep either side. Going up. I'm gonna be ambushed. Ambushed by the savages.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
I see you, sheepy. You've got the high ground. Don't you stamp your foot on me. This is a big stile. You ready, pup? You're going to be able to do this one? You ready? Come on then. Good girl, you've done it before. Good girl. One after another. Good girl. There we go. Clever girl. Go on. Step down. Step or jump. Good girl. Go on then. Yeah. That was good. Oh well, she's learning. Pretty much straight away we got another one. Gate. Is the gate open? Just check. Yep. I'll cheat. Open the gate. She's over eager for this one. And down a big hill. And the problem is the other side of this one looks a bit rough. Because it's, yeah, this is going to be fun. Come on then, you ready? You're a good girl. Oh, very good. You're going to climb down it as well. You're going to go gently and gently down. Come on then, good girl. Come on, slowly. Ready? Good girl, gently. Look at that. Oh, wait. Oop. Wait. There we go. Just next to Thirlwall Castle, there's a nice little stream you can take a dip in. The dog, that is. There's the wet footprints that we can follow. So these inclines are killer on the way to kind of once brewed or twice brewed, whichever one is, and our next stop. But they are some big hills. As you can see, we are quite high up. Yeah, I wouldn't mind so much without the pack, but oh, it's hard lugging this up. Oh, we still gotta go further. The good thing about Roxie's obviously still got tons of energy. Tons. What are you doing? You nutter. You gonna do it again? You're messing your bag up. What are you doing? You're so pretty. Now, don't you do it. Don't you do it. You've tied yourself up. Come here. You literally wrapped it round. Come here. You might want to keep that energy for these giant hills that are still there to come, right? Another stile. I think we're probably a couple of miles off Sycamore Gap. I think I can see where it is because I've been there once before. And yeah, it's quite big hills, but we're going to turn off before then because our campsite's just before Sycamore Gap. Sycamore Gap is in the morning. No, it's a rest day tomorrow. Oh, good girl, you're doing so well at these. Get your own step ladder. Now what? Look at her. Good girl. Go on then. You're doing very well. Come on up. You're going to have to walk down. You walk down, don't jump. Let's walk it. This is a mad bit, like just coming off all the hills. Just a random little forest. Like it looks tiny, but yeah, there's another stile in. I'm guessing it's only a small path and we just pop out the other side again. Oh, and some shade at the same time. Go on, you can do them. Come on, you can do them. Good girl. Go on then, let's go. Let's go. Look at that. Who needs help? Let's go. Good girl. Oosha. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is cute. Yep, as I thought. Tiny little wood, which was nice. Especially for a respite and a change. And then another style. Ooh, looks like they let you use the gate there. Let's find out. Yes, they do. Sweet. Don't have to use that style. And another one. And another one. That another style. Straight into cows. They're all fairly far away, but they are watching. I'm going to try and give them a wide berth around to this other style. Hopefully they all leave us alone. There we go. Cows all left us alone. I wouldn't be a fan of that field if they were hugging the wall though, because they are watching. And there's nowhere really to go. You just throw yourself over that wall. One more, but there is a gate, so I'm going to use the gate. Thanks. Alright, this is our final one before we join the road and then go off to our campsite. These ones can be awkward because they're quite far apart. Oh, that's your feet. Just going for it, don't fuck up again. Never mind. Awkward. Why would you jump all the way down there? So, after the last video where we were going to finish off on the road, the whole idea behind that was, rather than climbing up one of the bigger hills to instantly come off it to get to this campsite, we just dropped off and we're just going to walk down the B road, which runs the entire length of the wall and you have to go down it in certain parts. As we started to walk down it, someone pulled over and just said, oh, you know, where are you going? Said it's not a very nice walk down there. There's not much of a verge and people do fly down there, and he said, oh, with a dog it's a bit, you know, just be, if the wagons go past or the buses and stuff, it gets a bit tight. So he said, oh, do you want a lift? And we accepted, so a nice end to the day. Turned out he was the owner of the Hadrian's Wall campsite, which is just down the road from here. Really nice guy. So yeah, consider staying there. We were staying at one of his competitors up the road. So that seemed a little bit awkward, but yeah, I think that they probably all know each other anyway. But you know, he wouldn't take any money or anything, but took us and the dog in his, I don't know what he was driving, 4x4 of some kind, wasn't it? And yeah, dropped us off at the front door. So legend. So yeah, we've been at Winshields now overnight. Again, we've got a field to ourselves for some reason. That's twice in a row. Yeah, it's been really nice so far. Really nice place. Shower block, reception room. This is our chill day today. We've already been into Hexham on the bus. You got the AD 122 bus, which literally stops outside the campsite, and yeah, take you to Hexham for £2.50 each. We can go to Holt Whistle, which is a bit smaller. Hexham's a fair size. We managed to pick up more dog food for this sleepyhead. She is exhausted today, so I'm glad we've got this rest day in. She doesn't seem stiff or anything, but very tired. And yeah, nice little town, Hexham. Just going to chill for the rest of the day. And then off to Green Carts tomorrow, which is just before Chollerford. So we've got to go back up the hills. Decided to get some of the luggage shipped on for the next one, because Becky doesn't fancy any more heavy hills.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, take advantage of that. We just bought a little like duffel bag in the B&M at Hexham, 20 quid, fill it with just the heavy stuff and let them take it on. It's Hadrian's haulage. They charge a tenner per stop per bag, so yeah, if you're feeling a bit tired, you can just whack some stuff in that. So we're going to put the dog food in so she doesn't have to carry anything either. And we'll all can have a bit of a lighter day over the hills. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Becky's face says no. Yeah, this, just a quick, this is where we are, and it is a beautiful day, absolutely scorching, so I'm glad we're not going anywhere. And yeah, this massive field to ourselves, looking out. This is the opposite direction, this is looking south, the wall's behind us. Right, start of day 4. Walking day 4. But is it actually day 4?
Walking day 4, yeah.
Yeah, but what day is it actually?
5.
Is it?
Well, we had a rest day yesterday.
And then
3
technically,
days of walking, a rest day, and then today.
technically the very first day. We don't know anymore. We did a mile. That's part of the wall. We're on whatever day it is. I think it's Wednesday.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
Wednesday the 21st of May.
It's Wednesday. That's a small wall. Look. I'm not going up that bit because it's a piss take. I don't think you do anyway. You go this way. This way, Rox. No. Come on. Roxie's trying to roll around first thing in the morning. But she has a poo bag in her bag and I don't fancy trying to clean that out of it when it bursts. But yeah, so we had a rest day yesterday. We've shipped off some of our heavier stuff for this section just for the sake of it. It's only a tenner, and yeah, it makes it a lot more enjoyable. You get to actually stop and look instead of crawl and cry into the floor. So it should be a little bit better. Once we get to Halsteads, which is one of the big ruins of the forts, and there's a visitor centre there, so grab some early lunch maybe, and then push on all the way to Green Carts, which is our next campsite. Quite a few people we've talked to last night are also doing this exact same, like stops, going to Green Carts and then going to Robin Hood Inn after that. It's going to be a fairly bright day, but should manage. A bit faster than yesterday, day before. Here we are, Sycamore Gap. The infamous now, I don't know. Not quite as grand without the tree. Just a really big up down instead. You can take the high path which goes up there. That's the way we would have come down, but it is quite treacherous with the dog, as it's a very narrow little stone path, quite steep, and it's the same going up the other way. It's not as steep, but it's essentially a cliff edge. Roxie! Yeah, you've been here before. So you go that way up this path, but it does just take you right along the top of that cliff. So yeah, I'm probably going to try it, but we'll see in a minute. That's what's left. There are shoots, you can see the little bits from the roots popping up. This one growing out here, bigger one there, more around the side. It's still going, still alive. Rox, just wait. See which one takes hold. They try and keep one going. I'm banking on this one. The guys who have built these bits will be punished. Like, if you did something wrong or you weren't in favour with the boss, these are the kind of sections you would get sent to now. 45-degree angle build. No, this way. Good girl. This way. Oh, there's some thigh bend going on. But we have done this bit. Let's not go down that, shall we? High up. Can't look at this edge. Oh, look, sheep going everywhere. Jackpot. Absolute jackpot rocks. She's coming. Oh, you see we're quite up on this section. Big ass cliffs. Could get early. There's the wall running all the way down. Past Sycamore Gap. Way on into the distance. I'm going to go that way. Oh, I can see the next major hill. I remember that one. It's going to be fun. It's not muddy. Last time we came it was November and horrendously wet and muddy. Come, let's go. Leave that sheep poo. Right, this section here is amazing. Come here. But it is just cliff, water, long way. So yeah, if you're coming with your dog, make sure he's on the lead and you can keep hold of them, because that bit there is naughty. Come here, Rox. Alright.
Hey.
Hello.
Good lad.
You look soggy.
He's just been in the lake.
I've been down
Thought
there.
I'd cool, yeah.
How did you get down
Just
there?
as you get to the bottom, you can see in the path there, there's a worn track down to the edge.
Oh, really?
Nice and cool.
Hello.
When I get him one of these,
Yeah.
son. You carry your run kit.
That's it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Good
Just makes
boy.
it a little bit easier for us.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man.
That's
I'm
good.
carrying yours as well.
Yeah. Enjoy. See ya. Go ahead. Let's go. Just after Sycamore Gap, as you come through the woods, there's this little trail. We're quite near the end of the woods. The gate's down there. It's a little trail off to the left, and I think that guy said, "Roxie, wait!" Just a very eager dog. Might want to go down for a little swim. Wait! She's been loving her swims lately. This way. It's a bit wider, a bit bigger rocks, but come in. I would say this is one of the best viewpoints. Just after Sycamore Gap, after the forest and the lake, before Halsteads. Let's go on, let's see how it looks. She's trying to see. And we've got sight of Halsteads, which means food. We've got this cool little go. Cool little gate. You can stay there. Little gatehouse, quite a big gatehouse compared to the other like mile castles you see. This one's a fair size with actual little separate rooms going on, and this cool little arch that's not quite an arch anymore, but that's the most I've seen of an arch. Newcastle, what, 37. No Scottish invaders. Come on, next one. Max, where's this pesky Scottish? Where's this pesky Scottish? Find them! I love you really, Scots. Now into Halsteads. You got the It's like a little shop, gift shop. Got some snacks, coffees and that in that one. That one is open in the winter, which is handy. They got a little show there, I think, in the back as well, which we never saw. It's got the dog. The actual house that ruins is over there, but we're not going there yet. We've got to walk down this mega long path because the actual visitor centre with the cafe is behind those trees. So it's a fair whack to get down to it, but and back up from it. But yeah, at least we get food and water because we'll do a refill, no doubt. So just on our way out of Housteads, just going past it here on the right, and down to the visitor centre. It's quite a trek back up from the visitor centre. It's actually like probably one of the largest inclines actually on this little section, just coming back up from the visitor centre. But yeah, it's got refill stations, it's got toilets, it's got a cafe. Don't sell that much. They've got like pasties and a couple of sandwiches, ice creams, a couple of chocolate bars and drinks. They've got coffees and things like that. So well worth the trip down if you need a respite. I think this is pretty much the final big hill of this walk, I think. Well, maybe besides the odd like road hill or bridge or something, but it's fairly big. Loads of cows over there, but they are chilling. And yeah, there's one other hill at some point on this section, but it's right near the end, and we go down and then up, and I don't really know why, because it's flat for the most part and alongside the road, so we'll find out when we get there. But this is the final slog, mostly, for today. I made a mistake. This is the last hill, which is even bigger. And it's very open on this section and very warm, so I'm going to try and tuck Roxie behind this wall that's halfway along. No, we're not going over that stile. Just sees a stile and thinks we're going over it now. Come on, Pop. Yeah, there's absolutely no shade other than maybe behind that little wall, so just going to let her cool down for a moment. Best we can do. Good girl. Oh, I made it to the top of that hill. That is, I think, one of the highest points. I mean, there's a trig point just behind us. Look at that lake rocks. She'd love to swim in that. Unfortunately, it's quite a way off the track. Oh, but we are high up, and that is the final major hill. I don't know if you can hear me anymore because of the wind, but it's a long way down that side. Let's not go that way, puppy. And then, yeah, very shadeless on this whole stretch, so because of the heat it's been a bit awkward. Taking it pretty slow, getting low on water really, but it's been pretty downhill and then flat for the vast majority of the other half of this day, so and we're just reaching the first bit of shade for a while. Pretty much since the edge of Housteads there's no shade. I have to go through a tiny little wooded area, do all those peaks, and then there's a nice little wooded area here again. Come on, it's not like the gate. That little woodland section, got this open field, but a fair few cows in it. Hoping we can just skirt around the left, keep away from them. This stretch has been going on for what feels like miles, and it's completely shadeless, with no water stops, nowhere for food or snacks or anything. So yeah, having to just buy Roxie with our water because she ran out already. And yeah, it's just incredibly dry everywhere.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, you caught it, there you go, good girl. Yeah. A little look back at us. Yeah, those ones are so awkward because I don't know, she just can't figure out going sideways and then having to turn at a right angle and go over. Like just, oh dear. She found a little stream and is just sitting in it. Don't go under the bridge. Come on, try not to get your bags wet. Come on, out. That's enough. It's going to be a smelly stream. Oh well, there's a stile here, but there's also just a pile of rocks next to it, so that's the way we're going. Good girl. Cars whizzing past. That's a really dodgy one. Straight onto the road and they're flying past. Yeah, move this way. Straight back into another dodgy stile. It's surrounded by barbed wire as well. So another stile, but I'm hoping this gate opens. Another little stile. Another awkward stile. Why are they doing this to us? Weird little stretch now, just like, I don't know, a tiny little gully full of rocks. I'm sure I've seen someone say on a video about this area that you can actually see where they took the rocks from in certain places and like evidence of tool strokes and all that stuff. But I wouldn't have a clue what I'm looking for, so.
What are you doing?
Throwing a temper tantrum. We're nearly there, bub. A cute little tree. And a bit more of the wall as well, which I haven't seen for a while, most of it's been destroyed. So out of place, that tree, but that's cool. Still see for miles. Have arrived at Green Carts. That was surprisingly tough considering we are lower weight today. But yeah, I think just the temperature's really been a problem. I mean, it's 4 PM now. We left at like 8:45 in the morning. There was not a lot of shade, and it's just been blue sky the whole time. And yeah, so lots of little stops, making sure the dog's cool enough, not overheating. But as you can see, she's charging off ahead. She's definitely tired. As soon as we stop, she just lies down. She's not overly panting or anything, not actually warm underneath her coat or a bag or whatever you want to call it. Oh no, not more mooers. Not more mooers. Just walking out of Green Carts. Stretch to Robin Hood. Should only be like 11.5 miles this one, but seems like a very, very big long hill for like 2 miles. We'll see what that is when we get to it. It's a lovely view from this back campsite. It's just fields for days. And really nice campsite, actually. Tons of space. You don't have to book it. Really dog friendly. Sell eggs. They've got a bunkhouse. They've got a B&B. There's washing facilities, a couple of plugs up there, good toilets, showers, hot water. Only thing, I don't think there's any kind of kitchen, kettle, anything like that, so probably is like a bunkhouse maybe, but you've got to sort yourself out for hot water. There are taps out in the fields that are drinking water as well, which is really handy. But yeah, really nice place. Go on, Papa. And only a tenner each. At time of filming, anyway. No charge for the pup. Pups go free. Yeah, let's go. Hopefully no more silly styles, but I'm not going to hold my breath. A stile, and it's actually a step ladder. Go on in. Another one. This one's bigger. Oh, she's going for it. She's going for it. Go, puppy, go. Another big one. So this is a proper cat-ish style where you got steps and that little thing, and then it's just covered in barbed wire. So I have to be super careful getting over this one. Come on. No. This way. Up. Up. Good girl. Watch your face. Up, next one. Good girl. Ready? Ready? Go down, pup. Go. Go on it. Back on the B road. not the most enjoyable stretch now. Just, you know, at least it's got a pavement, but it's quite skinny, so got to try and manage the dog on your own tiredness with cars whizzing past and vans and lorries and everything else. But I don't think we're on this for too long before we get to Chollerford. There's a cafe there. It should just be opening. I was just out of Chollerford. A bit of confusion at a crossroad. It turns into like a national speed limit, but my original pathing on my map had taken us that way, but the actual Hadrian's Wall signs tell us to turn off to the right and come this way. So we are still following the Hadrian's Wall signs, but not on my map anymore. So I could make this a little bit longer because it seems to be a little less direct than what I had mapped. But I don't think you can go the other way, so. Well, off she goes again. Side-eye me.
You're a silly puppy. Oh.
You having fun? Oh, you've obviously got too much energy. So after that detour, it does just bring you straight back on. Like, it seems like some people have just walked up that road, up the steep national speed limit road with no pavement or anything. It doesn't look like it's that far doing that, rather than the official path that detours right round. But I don't know with the dog, it's such a busy road. It doesn't look like there's anywhere to tuck in, but it does lead after whichever way you go. Just a nice little wooded bit, which is a good respite from the sun. It looks like it's about to end in 2 minutes with a big stile again. This hill also just goes on forever. Oh, another wind stile, and like sideways one. This hill's relentless. Still on it. It's just zigzagging across the road and then up a hill and then still going up there. Up this field, like there's a little house there and it's got like little goats and little pigs, little ponies, just little everything. Normal chickens, little everything else. And then you drop into this field. It's so nice. It's just like left as wildflower meadow essentially. With the odd path like cut there up to that quaint little / creepy church. Another big one of these. She's getting good at these if she can get her back feet on. Go on then, good girlie, you can do it. Oh, look at her go. Look at her go. Oh, and she's actually going down as well. Good girl. Better than me. The style. And another style. This section's quite brutal. There's some little Christmas trees that maybe will provide some shade one day, but currently it's like midday sun. The clouds are not helping because they're just. So how's the cloud going? That's nice. But yeah, it's just no shade down there. And it's oh, that's the mile marker. So not the mile marker, whatever they're called, the height thing. There's no more ups at least. But yeah, it's just getting a bit warm for Papa. It's oh, the gate's open. Winner. It's much easier. There's people coming in, someone looks like they're mowing the grass. Oh, they're mowing the grass for the trail. Ah, the ranger. The ranger's the Hadrian's Wall path ranger. I didn't realise that. They're mowing the grass on the route. I saw them earlier. This is what they're doing. Hi Moose. Thankfully off the track. Just about. Hello. So we've spied the cows. We've just been to the cafe. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to flash it up on screen. It's, yeah, it was good. They allow dogs inside. They got seating outside. They got an alright menu. It's small. Mainly, you know, the usual sandwiches and jacket potatoes. Come on, Max. Just look at the cows. Look at their lips looking at the cows. No, can't eat them. Can't eat them. Come on up. And we are about to go in their field. Come on. Yeah, good little place. Well worth a stop. There's not much else around after this, besides the Robin Hood Inn, which is about 4 miles away. And that's a proper pub, so that's where we're going. We are actually entering the field now, but thankfully they're all down there with that big poo stack. Go on then, go, go! Fancy gates here. And a nice road down, tree lined. Can't actually see where it goes there, can't see what's on the other end. It does look like a big house with some kind of like castle-like structure. And that kind of gate and path down. I expect it's like a proper little manor, but I have to remember to have a look on Google later. Although I could actually do it right now. Probably. I do have signal. It's one thing on this walk, I have generally had signal for the majority of it. So it's Omnum Roman Fort and then Helting Castle at the end. There you have it. Oh, we're not going down there, but someone tell me what it's like. There's 2 annoying wooden ones in a row, but you can actually just get the dog to go under the fence that is not really a fence. Hello, this is the drinking hole. Ready? 3, 2. Oh, what are you stuck up, doggy? They knew best way. That was a fail. Probably got there. Found the best way is me to go over and then try and kind of airlift her over with support. At least I can slowly lower her-ish off the other side then, rather than kind of just dropping off onto the other stairs. But yeah, hard when they are big chunky dogs like this. Big chunkers. Oh, we're having a protest.
Me too, Rox. Oh, God, I wouldn't.
Just try and get round her. They're coming that way, little horse. Come on, it's just a horsey. Get around her. Leave her. You've met horses before. Come on. Let's go. Good girlie. Oh, just seen an absolute unit of a bull in a field. Thankfully, he was on the other side of it as we went through. So that was just after the horses. Oh no, this is going to be fun because you can do these, but go on, that's going to be too thin for a bag. So fold the little wings up as she walks through. Good girl, there we go. Small thing with having a bag. What the f is this? There's a bar in the middle of it. No, you have to go over and get your wings up. You have to step over the bar at the same time, pup. Go! Is she over it? Like a metal bar in the middle of the thing. Like, why? I can see the pub. Get in. We've made it for the day. Come on. It's the Roman Legion again. That took you so long. Come on. You pushing on, yeah? You're not going in for a pint?
We just stopped.
Oh, were you at that one, yeah? Fair. Enjoy. We've seen these lads like when we first meet them, Winshields, again on our rest day they stopped. Went into the far field, thankfully. It's like about 10 of them doing it for someone's 30th. And they got to Winshields, they went to the pub and they came back absolutely sloshed. At least some of them. One of them was like throwing up, and we really didn't think we'd see them the next day, and they did actually turn up to green carts eventually. And then we've left before them this morning and they've appeared again. And yeah, we just keep bumping into them. That should be the last time we see them, but they were funny. One's got a big shield, Roman shield, one's got a banner, like a standard bearer. So we've just left the Robin Hood Inn, pretty much straight down this B road for a while. Just dipped off it here into this little wooded section. It was so Becky's dropped out. She's her feet are knackered. She's got her blisters have blisters. Her feet were literally bleeding at the end of yesterday, so she's called it there. She's had enough. She still made it like 70 miles. I think she has done 70 miles in total. And there's no more wall here now anyway. The wall has gone. But me and Roxie push on. Still gonna go as planned. Becky's just staying at the campsite for a little bit. She's gonna put the tent down and hopefully get a taxi off to the hotel that we're staying at. So I'm a little bit lighter today as well, which is handy. It was a rough night. It randomly dropped to 1 degree, maybe even 0 because it was frosty when we woke up. And yeah, I did not sleep well with that. It was freezing. Just weren't expecting it at all. Go on. Just out of nowhere. Like it's been a bit cold at night. We've had a couple of layers on. It's been like 6-7 degrees. And that's generally what's been forecast. That's what's forecast tonight again, but yeah, randomly 1 degree it said on my phone when I woke up, and then the grass was all frozen and crunchy. So, I mean, my watch still said I had a good 7 hours sleep. That's probably because we went to bed at about 7:30 in the evening. Toilet time. One of the joys of walking the dog on this is when she goes for a poop. Oh, and my bags are in the other pants, but she's got some. Come here. That's one of the good things about her bag is she can carry a lot of her own stuff to a degree. I've not really talked about her bag at all, but it's a rough wear. She's had it for quite a while now. It's really pretty good, pretty robust. It's starting to scrape apart in places because she doesn't know her width with it on, so she'll often bash into things. Be a little bit awkward, seeing get into a couple of styles with it on if they're a bit narrow. Oh, there we go, have a good close up of this. But yeah, she generally only carries a bit of food, and we try and front load that above her shoulders. And then she's usually got a towel. A towel, a raincoat, which obviously she hasn't needed because it's been roasting. She's got a little waterproof. We going? Go on then. She's got a little waterproof backpack. Literally like a human kind of medium-sized school bag backpack, like waterproof cover, the same as is built into our big packs. So I got one of them and it fits quite well around it. You just need to cut a little hole in it for the lead to go through, but it was just in case we hit really bad weather and our bag got soaked. You know, it would become super heavy, and there's not much point having a towel in there if it's just soaked. So, but yeah, again, not needed it because it has been a hot week. Sun is, I think it's 8:30, almost 9 o'clock in the morning. And the sun still feels relentless already. for us. Clouds are coming in, so hopefully we'll keep up, because we want to try and power through this. It's 12.5 miles with little incline at all. There's a big downhill somewhere coming up. I think it was about 6 miles along this B road till we hit Heading on the Wall, and then we can cut in there and drop down onto the River Tyne and follow that all the way into Newcastle and go stay at a hotel, which I'm really looking forward to. I like camping, but yeah, that cold last night has really done me over, and that'll just be nice. There's no shower there either. Yeah, the Robin Hood Inn, so you can only use the facilities, which is basically the toilet, when the pub is open. And to be fair, it only closes between 10 and 6:30 in the morning, so as long as you can hold it between then, we're good. Right, off we go. The other thing with Becky dropping out, well, there's two things that make this a bit awkward from a... She's looking for her now. Come on, let's go. We'll see you there. Just me and you. Yeah, a bit awkward from a one-person dog walking perspective. Is you've got being able to go into shops. So if they don't allow dogs in, you're stuffed really. Like, you could obviously try and tie them up somewhere outside, but I'm not really a fan of doing that. You know, imagine coming out and someone's nabbed her. Just, it's pretty unlikely, but still couldn't deal with it. So yeah, generally wouldn't tie her up outside. Plus, as soon as I got a sight, if she's on her own, she'll probably tear off whatever she's tied to, and it will end up inside the shop. And the other thing is styles. So obviously, you know, subscribe to my Only Styles page. But this is going to be really awkward now with just me if we get any really awkward styles. So hopefully they're all step ones or step ladders, but if you've got the little rubbishy sideways wooden ones that you kind of have to airlift her over, it's going to be all on me. And she's just shy of 40 kilo, and I've done it plenty of times in the past, but I'm not usually carrying whatever I've got on my back, and I don't fancy dropping my bag every time to lift her over, so we'll see how that goes. Not a style, but some pretty steep stairs. Go on then. Luckily she's quite good at stairs now. Keep going. Go on, keep going. Go on, I know, it's a tall one. Oh, good girl. Now where are we going? Oh, straight onto the road. Wait. Don't have to whiz past like that. Wait. Wait. Go. And back down. Come on in. One of the other things we use is these water bottles, and we've had this for ages. I think we've even got 2 of them now, and we take it pretty much everywhere we go. But you know, we've got a collapsible bowl in my bag, and we've got our water bladders that we use. But for her, for Roxie, it's just easier to have this, and you know, you can strap it somewhere, but I just generally hold it, or one of us holds it. It just works as a little trough, and you press the button and it just leaks a bit out. But the problem with the bowl and stuff is obviously you got to stop, you got to get it, you put it down, you got to fill it, and then there's a lot of wastage. You know, they splash so much that most of it just splashes out the bowl onto the floor, and then if they don't want it, you're probably going to just chuck it, especially if you're filling out of your own water bladder, because you don't really want to pour it back in. Go. Just gone down a little detour road. I've got to walk through this tunnel of bugs, but at least it's nice and cool and shaded. That's what we needed, pup. I met someone yesterday, and one of the only people we've met actually walking their dog this route, and they just use the standard, like, you know, set length rope lead, but he said he'd had trouble on some of the styles because they're so big and his lead wasn't particularly long, so obviously once your dog's going up, especially when they launch themselves off the top, and you need to be pretty much over yourself or you're going with them. You can't generally let them off on those styles because they're usually there because there's sheep and stuff in the field, so you end up potentially going flying. He said he had a couple of really dodgy moments where the dogs launched themselves off and he wasn't quite ready for it. So I use this for everything. It's a Flexi Giant Professional, apparently 10 metre, so she's got tons of room to go on her own. It just gives us the freedom, you know, you can change the length, you can lock it in. We've used this for all sorts now, it has been good. There is a slight worry with something like this that it breaks, you know, and I don't exactly mean snap, but more just, you know, the mechanism breaks or this big plastic thing breaks, because with a rope, you know, a rope breaks, you've just got 2 ropes. So this, if the actual mechanism breaks, I just have like a lead and would just have to hold it the entire way or tie it to myself, which again wouldn't be good for those moments, or if she tries to dart after something. The worst thing is she constantly changes sides, so she'll be behind me now and she'll be off to the right or something, and she'll always come round the side I don't have my lead in, so it wraps me up, and with the big backpack on I can't pass it behind me or over my head. I have to do a full 360 spin, and there's probably a couple of clips of that already. So I've come to a gate or a bridge, and it's just full of cows on the other side. Like, they're literally swamping the gate, and there's no way I'm getting through with her, because they're all very inquisitive, they're all very playful because they're headbutting each other, and these two who I spoke to earlier have just caught up to me, and they're going to go have a look and see if they can get through, and maybe even, you know, see if the cows move off. But I think too many. Yeah, nah. We won't get through there. I'll try going this way. Come on, this way. Come on, get round. Oh. Come on, this way. What I don't want to do is get halfway and they all start to try and chase us out, but let's see what they do. So yeah, that was probably the worst encounter we've had with cows the whole time, because they, even on the first day, they weren't as joined up. There was the odd one that was kind of being a bit threatening, whereas that group then, as soon as I saw them, they all just came over to the gate and blocked it. And then even that couple that went through, they didn't just run off, they kind of very slowly backed away as they pushed forwards, but even that was a little bit dodgy. It was only when I went to go round the field, see if there was an alternate route through, which, you know, shouldn't really do, but I've got that choice when the way is blocked, so find a diversion route. But yeah, when I went down the side, they all stampeded down the hill to the side of the field that I was stood at with the dog, and I thought that someone coming through had done something to scare them all off, but actually they said they saw the dog at the bottom and all suddenly bolted down to that corner. Here's that downhill. So I've just been to Heading on the Wall, went to the Spa petrol station just as you come in, and yeah, they didn't seem to mind the dog being in there. So we stopped, got some tins of tuna. I've got some dog food, but I've got no fork. So I found the tine. She's going right in. She's off. This way, Rox. This way. Good girl. This way. Good girlie. Good girl. And again. Oh, and she's fully in with her bags. Oh well. Bye. Where are you going? Good girl. Up. Oop. Baby. Good girl. Come on in, Rox. See. Roxie much better with horses than she is with sheep or cows. This is a proper welcome to Newcastle, I think. Actually in civilization again. What a shame. I'm actually on to the side of the town. So, yeah, I think the actual Hadrian's wall walk is on the other side of the road, maybe. But this is way nicer, actually next to the river. Although, no jumping in, too far. So I'm actually back on Hadrian's Way, which is, yeah, what they call it in this section. But this is where it wants me to carry on going left this way, but we need to go right to Gateshead Holiday Inn. Oh, thank fuck. Can't wait to sleep in a bed and not really have to bother about when I get up and have an actual breakfast. Oh, it's going to be good, and a shower. I'll see you in a bit.
Day 8, 10:07 a.m.
Final day, and Becky has rejoined. And it's rained for the first time in a long time, at least for us. But it's meant to be dry for the rest of the day, so we went in the rain. The Holiday Inn Express was good. So, you know, pretty basic, but decent. So they had a little doggy pack, but that's just, you know, a little tennis ball, and I think there might have been rawhide shoes, which I wouldn't give Roxie anyway, but, you know, the thought was there. And, yeah, the only downside was during breakfast, there was only like one small table that we could sit on with a dog, and, yeah, thankfully we got it, but there were others in there with dogs that would have had to wait if they came down at the same time. It just seems a bit odd. It's a free breakfast there though, and a nice buffet, full English. That's what we started on. Now we go for the final push. It's a bit muggy. It's nothing. Always complaining about the weather. It's been too sunny. Now it's cloudy, but now it's just close and sweaty, which I think Roxie's finding more difficult, to be honest, because obviously having to cool down by breathing. It's not good when the air is just warm, and I can't even sit in the shade to cool it down. So, but yeah, I think she's just generally pretty tired. No walkies for a couple of days, I think. Just little visits to the park to see her friends. They're into Newcastle now, getting more populous. Is that the word? No. Populated, I guess. Just, yeah, lots of people just out doing their thing. And we trudge through with a house on our back. We are not quite halfway yet. Not far off. It's their famous. Oh, there's the big glass house there, which is cool. Actually spinning me around.
But I wouldn't ever want him.
And then, yeah, I think that's the big famous swing bridge, but I thought it would be bigger, to be honest. Come on, this way. I guess it's big for a swing bridge. Getting away from the city centre now. More quaint, just gone through a harbour. The river's opening up. Oh. Some people push on to the sea, but we're not. Going to Wall's End, and that's the end. Get another one.
And you guys are just starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm already tired.
Yeah. Wait till the middle.
Yeah.
And we've turned into a 5-man and a dog crew. With Logan and Emma from Bristol, and Teresa, who lives in Germany but is English. Final half mile. Yeah, little pack crew now. We've been walking together for the past couple of miles. And yeah, it's nice because you're just chatting and the distance goes quick. The end.
Well done, everyone.
Yep. It's the end there. Good girlie. Good girl, you done it. Good girlie. There she is. Good girl. Good girl. You made it. Good girlie. Wallsend metro station. The anticlimactic end of just going home and getting on the train, and yeah, it was Richard, the Aussie guy, that said there's no one there to applaud you, although we did have a little fanfare with the people we picked up. Loves riding the escalators, just escalator after escalator, but she loves them. Ready to dismount, let's go! Zooms up. We're back in Carlisle, where we started. After all that, Roxie had a bit of a meltdown on the train because it was roasting hot. They got no aircon on those trains. Windows were doing nothing. And then we were sat at the front and they beep the train horn, constantly because of the manual crossings along the route. And she was freaking out because the horn, we were at the front of the train, so the horn was underneath us. The car's still there, which is good. I don't think I mentioned it, I parked in the viaduct car park. I think it's one of the council car parks, there's a couple of them, but the good thing about them is you can pay using the My Permit app, and you can pay for over a week in advance, I think.